On today's Arizona Daily Mix, from cuddly critters to cake, we'll show you a wild way to celebrate your birthday.
And as we celebrate 100 years of Route 66, this year is going to be amazing, and now is a perfect time to cruise the Mother Road.
Plus, rosé and bubbly are typically the top spring wines, but we'll see why chillable reds may be the new go-to. We've got that and a lot more, and it all starts right now.
Good morning and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I am
And I'm Teresa Strasser. Thank you so much for joining us this morning live on CW7 Arizona. Happy Thursday.
Yes, and I am drinking the coffee double because it's that time of year we start binging a lot of stuff on the streaming services.
Brad and I have the exact same taste.
Yes.
Like every time you've turned me on to a new show, I love it.
So right now it's Friends
and Neighbors. Oh, the
your
John
Friends
Hamm.
And Neighbors, John Hamm.
Oh, I love
it.
him.
But we're not thrilled about the new character. We're not giving anything away. But
No, but there's a new character season 2.
Yeah. And
James Marsden plays great actor.
Yes.
But we don't know if we love the character
No,
yet. Are you
I'm
guys
not.
watching Your Friends and Neighbors? It's just that good.
It is. Very quickly too, we have a great documentary. What is it?
Oh, yes, about the cyclist. It's a true crime, The Truth and Tragedy of Mariah Wilson.
Yes.
I think it's like number 3 on Netflix. I was up late watching it.
And I watched the story, but it's a very interesting story you got to see. So there you go.
Listen,
Yes.
not to change the subject, but somebody's got a birthday coming up. What, April 26th?
April 28th.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Is your party going to be filled with party animals?
Well, I don't know, but I know Lexi shows us how to celebrate another year around the sun with some 4-legged guests.
If you have been on the search for somewhere to host a birthday party or an event, look no further than Heritage Park Zoo in Prescott, Arizona. And with me is Stephanie, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about some things you guys do here for birthday parties or events or weddings, anything along those lines. But we should mention, since she is looking gorgeous as always, we should jump right into Charity. She is part of one of the birthdays.
Yes. So that is Charity. She is our resident mini horse. She is one of the most popular animal encounters that you can get here with a birthday party rental. So a great way to support a nonprofit, but also get a nice up-close experience with an animal would be to book a birthday party here, and you get to meet the stars of the of the sanctuary, like Charity.
And she has a braid in her hair right now.
Yes.
And that is another thing for a wedding that you guys do a little bit in there.
Yes, she is also popular for weddings because she's so beautiful. We love to do her hair up, have your wedding colors in there, and she just loves it. She's the star of the show.
And so we're in Kiwanis Corner, which is a place that you guys can have a birthday party. There's tables behind us that you can rent, and then they get to hang out here in like a petting zoo, more farm-like area. Tell me a little bit about some of the birthday parties they can have.
Yes, so we have a lot of different options for rentals here. So we've got spaces that can hold from 25 to 50 to 100 to even up to 300 for those large rentals. Kiwanis Corner is a really popular one that we do for birthday parties because it is so close to our contact yard behind us, and then we've got the tables, and we've got our sand pit over there that you can see. And so it's a really nice way to have everybody in one place. Admission is included with these birthday party packages. You can bring your food in, and so it's just really great to have fun at the zoo, have a day at the zoo, and then still be able to celebrate.
And we should emphasize that it does support your guys' nonprofit.
Yes, because we're a nonprofit, every dollar that we get from rentals, whether it's a wedding, a birthday party, everything that we do goes straight back into the care of the animals. Since we are open every day of the year, Dolly needs her food every single day. So everything that we make from all of these rentals, all of these events, goes straight back into that.
And why would you encourage people to come out here, visit some of the animals? Because you guys aren't just like a regular zoo necessarily. You guys are part of the rehabilitation process of them.
Exactly, yeah. So we're a little bit different than a regular zoo. So we are an animal sanctuary. All of our animals come to us with a story. They are rescued, confiscated, rehabilitated, all of that. So it's directly caring for these animals that have no other home. We give them a forever home. This is where they'll spend their life with us, and so it's a great way to support that and make sure that they have a nice, happy life with us.
And remind people, what are some of the packages you guys have for events?
Yeah, so it ranges. We start with birthday parties, and that can be from 25 to 30 people. That ranges any amount for 200 all the way up until we go into weddings and corporate parties. So whatever, we can make a lot of things work that a lot of people don't realize.
And is there a website or an email they should contact to
Yes.
host one of those?
Yes, you can always go on our website. We have all of our rental availabilities on there. We've got a whole calendar, or you can always call the gift shop, talk to our events coordinator, and we can get you on the schedule.
Perfect. Well, of course, if you want to hang out with Charity, make sure to head to the website and sign up.
All right, later in the show, we'll hear about a new charter high school opening up at Arizona Athletic Grounds in Mesa.
But first, we'll show you how to get your kicks on Route 66 this year for the Centennial Celebration.
Big one coming up Saturday night for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, racing in Bristol, Tennessee, under the lights. Always fun there. And when we get to Bristol, it'll be a man coming off his first career victory. William Sawalich delivered at the Rock.
An excellent performance by him. Once he got control of the race, he never looked back and got that first win.
He's 19 years old from Minnesota. He was so impressive Saturday at Rockingham. And if you're going to win at Bristol, you're likely going to have to beat Kyle Larson. He was dominant there last spring.
He was. He said he wanted to crush the competition, and he did that. And as you mentioned, bad news for the rest of the field. He's back.
He was driving the 17 for Hendrick Motorsports last spring. He'll drive the 88 on Saturday night. You look at the list of recent winners. Hey, we talk about the fact that William Sawalich wins. That was the first win of the year for Joe Gibbs Racing. The last time we were at Bristol last fall, Eric Almirola got the 19 to victory lane. We'll see how it all plays out Saturday night. It's another short track, and we can't wait for it on CW.
Don't miss the action under the lights from Bristol Raceway. Coverage begins Saturday at 4 here on the CW7 Arizona, where we like to say, vroom, vroom, it's all good.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Gerber Injury Law.
All right, do you know what to do when you have injured in a fall? Well, here to give us some tips on making sure you are taken care of is Ken and Megan Gerber of Gerber Injury Law. How you two doing?
Good. How are you, Brad?
Good to see you.
You know, when we see the commercials on TV and we think of accidents, we think of that type of injury, and we kind of like forget about maybe calling a lawyer for a fall. But Ken, I love, we were talking about this before you came on, is that the reason why we don't call is because we're embarrassed. So help us out when we have these type of injuries.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where there's a lot of embarrassment surrounding it when people fall. You know, they're walking through a store, a parking lot, they're not thinking about anything. Next thing they know, they're on the ground, they're on the floor, and they're hurt. And it becomes a question of what caused it? How long was that situation there? Was it something that could have been prevented? And it's really something that people need to act on fairly quickly, too.
Yeah, I think one thing people also get scared if they are going to be kind of like taken care of. Are they going to be believed? Because we hear about a lot of people trying to do the scans with that. But when you are seriously hurt for real, that's when you guys step in. But there's some things you need to do before you actually get a hold of you, right?
Without a doubt, and they need to do it right away. They need to alert management. They've got to get an incident report done, so that way there's documentation, there's evidence that it actually did happen. The other thing is, a lot of times there's surveillance footage, and that surveillance footage doesn't last forever. Stores, businesses will sometimes record over it. So it's something we have to get involved in fairly quickly to make sure that it's preserved so that we can prove later on what actually happened.
Yeah, I think one thing we do is, I mean, I've fallen in places, I'm like, no, I'm okay, I'm all right, but then a couple of days later, I'm kind of hurting, especially as I get older in age. So you're saying, don't go, you're okay, have them get checked out.
There's a lot of embarrassment, and people don't feel like they want attention drawn to themselves. They really need to do something right away.
Yeah. Now, we know that maybe they do want to sell a little bit, but it's not enough. That's where you guys come in to say, no, listen, you got to make sure there's other things taken care of, long-term medical things, you know, that might happen to you.
There are oftentimes very serious injuries that happen with falls. I mean, there's knee injuries, shoulder injuries, there's broken wrists, there's sometimes surgery that's needed. So yeah, it's something that we want these stores, these businesses to think ahead and make sure they've got a safe premises for people to go into.
Yeah, and I got to say this, and you tell me if I'm correct, but sometimes they'll go, oh, you know, we'll give you, you know, we'll give you a shake for free or something like that. Is that kind of like saying that you settled because you taking that free item, kind of?
You've got to be careful because that can be perceived that way if there's some type of an agreement. So you really want to be careful with that.
Yeah, that's why they come see. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, I want to switch gears to the podcast.
Yep.
That is going strong and great and fun that people can come listen to you two. Actually, it's kind of neat that you two are married, but when you're on the podcast, I feel like there's two different sides of the Gerbers.
Right, we get into it. We decide, what do we want to talk about today? And then we get into it. He has his side of thinking and I have my side. And so they get to kind of get into our brains, which is fun but scary.
Yeah, and it's a nice little change because it's not always about law stuff you guys
Yeah.
talk about, but you guys bring it around to a little bit of helping people out, which is really nice. And with that said, you're helping out those student drivers,
Yes.
especially this time of year as we're starting to see more and more get on the road as we move to summer. So you guys got a great scholarship happening.
Yeah, we have the Defensive Driving Scholarship, and unfortunately, we created it because of a friend. Her son passed away, unfortunately, in a car accident. So it was a way of us giving back, and also making sure that our roads are safer. So if you go to our website, we do have a link where you can apply for it. It's absolutely free. We're giving away 12. We've already given away 3 this year, and so we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 more to give away. And all you have to do is tell us why you feel you deserve it, because we really want to give it to families that can't afford it. And it's a comprehensive program at Driving MBA, and they're going to go over everything you could possibly need to know about keeping your kids safe.
I like it. There it is. So I love that you guys
Yeah.
give back to the community and the tips that you give us. So thank you very much. Information's on the screen on how you can get a hold of Gerber Injury Law, or you can head over to our website, thecw7az.com. Perfect. That's great.
Great.
You guys, another day. We did it.
you.
So.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Gerber Injury Law.
Coming up, we'll visit a James Beard award-winning chef's new bagel shop out in Gilbert with lines around the corner. That's coming up next. Stay right here.
Welcome, and welcome to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. There's still a lot more to come on the show.
Flavor is baked in at Barrio Bagel and Slice in Gilbert. James Beard award-winning baker Don Guerra started baking in his garage. Then he opened a location in Tucson, and now we're lucky to get a taste of his delicious baked goods right here in the Valley.
Let me tell you about Barrio Bagel and Slice. Barrio Bagel and Slice is a quick service restaurant here in Gilbert featuring morning bagels, cream cheese, bagel sandwiches, afternoon sandwiches, and pizza by the slice. And of course, Barrio bread on the shelves 7 days a week. You can get natural leaven bread made with Arizona grain, milled by Hayden Flour Mills right across the street. We're very proud of our menu. This is something that's been in the development for years. Everything is served on the breads, Barrio breads, which are no added sugars, oils, and as mentioned, local grains.
Don and I have been working together on different projects for many years, and one of them was developing the Barrio Bagel, the Sonoran Bagel, with Don's signature sourdough recipe and long fermentation. So when that bagel was created, we decided that it was probably a good idea to wrap a restaurant around it, and that's how we came up with the idea for Barrio Bagel and Slice. Don's always done the pizza pop-ups at his bakery in Tucson, at Barrio Bread in Tucson, so we thought that would be a nice addition to our menu to feature the bagel menu for breakfast and then the pizza by the slice for lunch, along with our paninis and salads.
We offer a wide variety of menu items, and we're open from 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday 7 till 5. So some of the menu items featured are the sourdough bagels, and we call them Sonoran bagels because it's really about the grain, where the grain comes from, which is 30 miles away in this case. Sourdough leavens, so very low glycemic, low gluten, and full of local grain flavor. pizzas in the afternoon. This is something I've been working with my son to develop over the years. He's been enjoying making pizza since he was 5. He's 20. He's helped us design all the pizza and all the varieties. Fresh pizza made with crisp Bianco di Napoli tomatoes, some local ingredients, and a sourdough crust. The paninis, crispy outside, a lot of delicious flavor built inside with a wide selection. Again, it's a final toast of the sandwiches to just get layers of texture and flavor built in. The cream cheese is house-made cream cheeses on the bagels. So delicious, chiltepin cream cheese made with a little bit of honey. There's a garden veggie, a plain, even some vegan options. The afternoon, you're gonna see a full racks of bread till we close. Items like the Kalamata olive sourdough, the super seed whole wheat, of course the Sonoran sourdough, and my signature bread here with the stencil, the heritage, local grains, no sugars, no oils, full of flavor and made with love.
We also have drive-through at this location, so we offer all of our sandwiches and bagels and products through the drive-through window as well. Visit us online at barriobagelandslice.com.
Well, April is Financial Literacy Month, and while many Americans focus on saving or growing their money, protecting it's just as important.
Yes, and I talked with Darius Kinsley with Chase about some common scams and tips to help protect ourselves and our wallets.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Chase.
Good morning, Darius. How are you doing today?
Good morning. How are you? Nice to be here.
So, yeah, this is a very important time. We know it's tax season. It's people doing maybe gifting and stuff, but we got to talk about the scams that are out there and that's targeting consumers when it comes to shopping or doing things.
Absolutely. These days, it just feels like we're being inundated with scams, right? Like every time you pick up your phone, you've got a phone call maybe that you missed from your bank, or you get a text message, with an alert, or maybe there's a toll road notification. It just feels like it's coming in thick and fast. These kinds of scams, we call impersonation scams. They're really common, fueled now by the fact that scammers are using AI tools. So you'll get a message or a call from, again, a reputable company that you do business with, your bank especially, law enforcement, toll road violations. They're just coming in. Maybe you talk to the person, maybe you answer the phone, and they'll seem to have some information about you, and it just seems like you're talking to the actual institution. So they're really, they can really trick you up. The other kind of big set of scams out there that, you're seeing and feeling are what we call social media scams. So listen, we do everything on social media these days, right? We're not just staying in touch with people, but a lot of the shopping, looking for last minute deals. This is how we hunt for apartments. This is how, this is how we find dates. Scammers know that. They're out there. And they're putting up fake listings. They bring a sense of urgency to it, like this deal's going to go. I've got these last minute concert tickets, act now. But unfortunately, you find out too late. It's a scam and the goods aren't real.
Yeah, and Darius, I'll tell you, I'm getting these, from like a bank saying that I literally have been approved for a $60,000 loan that I have no idea about. So how do people know if this is like actually their bank? Or even the government, like you said, the toll road one I love. It's like, I don't remember traveling on that toll road in Minnesota. I've never been there. So how do we know this is our bank and government and not some, scammer?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. So what I would always say is just assume that it's not. Like you get contacted, you get a text message or a phone call, you should assume that it's fake. And if you have any doubt, by the way, there's a really easy way to tell, which is that if it's your bank, pull out your credit card, pull out your debit card. There's a number on the back of that card. Call them up. If it's real and if it's really the bank, they'll know. And if you're on the phone with someone that you think is your bank, and they called you up out of the blue, hang up. It's okay. No one's feelings are going to be hurt. If it's your local sheriff, same thing. Look for the number. It'll be on their website. Call them up. They'll have the information. That's really the best way with all of these impersonation scams to stay safe.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the AI scams and how that is something that, again, we don't know real or not real, but there's a way to check and see, isn't there?
Well, sometimes it's hard to check and see. And so that's another reason why you should always kind of go back to, to actually calling up the agency or the bank or whoever it is that reached out to you. But if you're shopping for something in social media, there are some warning signs for you, right? One of which is, again, they're going to act with like urgency. You got to buy now. I've got concert tickets and they're going to go. So, anything that's trying to get you to act hastily. And then really, this is a big one. If they ask you to pay without seeing the thing that it is you're buying. So you're buying concert tickets and you can't actually go meet the person and get the tickets. You got to pay first to reserve them or the apartment, right? That's a huge warning sign. The thing probably doesn't exist. And then any unusual payment methods, it's just always amazing that these scammers, they'll say things like pay me in gift cards, pay me with crypto. Those are huge red flags that should tell you that this is going to be fake.
Yeah. All right. You're doing a workshop in our area to help people kind of like make sure they're not getting scammed. So tell me a little about this.
Yeah, we are. We do these workshops throughout the country and, fairly frequently. We do happen to have one actually in the Phoenix area. It's coming up. It's our Sun City West branch. And they're going to be hosting a workshop on financial fraud and how to stay safe. It's April 16th at 10 a.m. Again, that's the Sun City West branch at April 16th at 10 a.m. You can come in, you can ask questions. There'll be a community manager and banker giving presentations talking about everything I've talked about here and more and how to stay safe. You don't have to be a Chase customer. So if you're out in that Sun City area, I highly encourage you to come in person. The workshop, again, it's free and open to everybody. And a lot of people come in and have just great questions, and it's super educational for folks. The other thing I would say is if you can't make that workshop, you can find all of this information and more on our website. So we have a chase.com/security website. Everything I've talked about here and other tips like setting up a family password, as well as what to do if maybe you did fall for something or you're worried, that you did send some money and now you've fallen for a scam. What should I do? What's the right order to respond? All of that is on, again, you don't have to be a Chase customer. It's chase.com security. It's full of all kinds of helpful tips and common scams out there.
Perfect. Darius, this is such important information, great workshop that you're doing. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Great. Thanks for having me and stay safe.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Chase.
Coming up, we'll check out a new high school at the Arizona Athletic Grounds for athletes. That's coming up next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of News Point Academy by Mesa Chamber of Commerce.
A new kind of high school experience is coming to Arizona Athletic Grounds, blending academics and athletics. And we're joined by Dr. Melanie Larson and Principal Jim Sigmund from News Point Academy to tell us more. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, this is exciting. As a baseball mom, I've spent a lot of time at Arizona Athletic Grounds, and I had no idea that a high school was going to be opening. So tell me about this concept. And you're talking about the fall coming up.
Yep, July 2026, we open our doors. We're enrolling right now for 9th and 10th graders. And so we are taking rigorous academics, so IB programming, free dual enrollment. We'll be adding AVID in the future. And we're mixing that elite athletic training during the school day at the athletic grounds.
So a lot of people do online schooling at these elite private sports academies. There's not really a classroom setting that's traditional, and then they spend half a day, doing weight training, athletic training, but you're talking about classroom instruction and then athletics.
Exactly. In-person teaching with really qualified teachers and using that IB programming, which is known around the world as being rigorous and elite.
This is free.
Free.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, tell me about, you're going to be the principal.
Yes.
You're now welcoming 9th and 10th graders only. What kind of athletes are we talking about? Obviously, I'm a baseball mom. I know there are a lot of baseball fields out there. What other sports?
We will have basketball, volleyball, softball,
Flag football is big for the girls.
Flag football, and there is definitely an opportunity to do pickleball. Should people decide to do that, they have the Arizona Athletic Grounds has a fantastic pickleball facility with a stadium that seats 1,500 people. So
that is incredible.
It's pretty, yeah.
This is really an
unique
opportunity for families that don't want to give up traditional education, but want a little more room to pursue an elite sports career and definitely to get recruited.
Absolutely. We will have recruitment opportunities there too. We have an extensive athlete network, which we're tapping into, which is fantastic. We're going to focus on NCAA requirements and also leadership, making sure that they're good humans, and when they're applying to universities, they stand out.
You're thinking about famous schools like IMG, where so many incredible athletes have come from, but those can be very expensive. How are you able to offer this type of education at no cost?
So we are a charter school, so of course we're receiving state funding, federal funding, and we're just making sure that we make we're negotiating really good deals with people to make sure that we can provide the same facilities, if not better, at the cost that makes sense for families, which is nothing.
So, principal, am I going to stay on campus, like I'm doing studies there in the classroom, and then I'm going to stay there to play pickleball or baseball or volleyball or basketball?
Yes, everything's going to take place right there at the Arizona Athletic Grounds, and the only time you would ever leave is if we're playing another high school,
right?
You know, and we have to go, travel for a road game. But that is the really nice thing is normally a small charter school, which we're going to be about 150 students to start. Normally, very small charter schools just don't have that level of facilities for their students to use for practices, games, and training. But we have all of that right there within walking distance.
World-class facilities
Yes.
out there, a huge parking lot. You've even got some food trucks out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably not during the school
Not
day.
during the school day, but you said 150, so you're looking for 75 ninth graders, 75 10th graders, boys and girls, and obviously non-athletes are welcome to apply. It might be an unusual choice for them, but maybe they're in the neighborhood. What is the best way to get more information or to apply to enroll?
Yeah, so they can check out our website, newspointacademy.org, and there's plenty of avenues they can go down to fill out forms or enroll directly there. Also, social media is a great place. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, I think even YouTube.
Yes.
And so they can check us out on any of those platforms.
Thank you so much. It's called News Point Academy. Brand new, a really exciting option for young athletes out there. Thank you so much. We're going to have all the information on our website, cw7az.com. Thanks again so much.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of News Point Academy by Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Find CW7 Arizona on all your favorite platforms: YouTube TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, Fubo TV, DirecTV Stream, DirecTV, Dish, Cox, and Sparklight. CW7 Arizona, it's all good.
Executive Chef Christopher George from the Living Room Cafe and Lounge joins us in studio with the top spring wine trends and how to pair those lighter, refreshing wines, chillable reds and rosés with seasonal dishes. Welcome.
So actually, Chris George couldn't make it. I'm Tom Kaufman, the owner of the Living Room.
You know, usually things are perfect around here and we make no mistakes, but thank you.
No, he's doing a cater out right now, so he was supposed to be here.
But I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, and he knows nothing about wine, frankly.
So not only did he not show up, we've thrown him under the bus, Christopher George.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for not making it.
He's super talented, but
you're here.
Yes. Okay.
The living room.
Yes.
This is your place.
Yes.
And I'm told it has one of the best patios in the valley.
We'd like to think so.
Tell me about the vibes.
Well, it's a wine bar up in DC Ranch, right on Market Street. It feels really neighborhoody. We have lots of soft seating. We have traditional seating also, but I'd say 50% of the dining room is soft seating or couches.
Okay.
So the vibe is, it's a hang. I mean, we're not interested in table turn. We feel people are atmosphere.
Yes, you're not rushing people out. Are we going to talk about these? I'm thrown now that you're not Christopher George. I'm thrown. I don't know who to blame.
He's actually better looking than I am, but anyway.
I don't know. We're going to have him in and we'll do a side by side.
Yeah.
Okay, spring wine. What do you mean it's chillable red? I haven't heard of that.
Well, frankly, I chill all my reds.
Okay.
Okay, I mean.
Does Christopher George?
He doesn't drink.
Oh, that's why he's not here. He's at a meeting right now.
No, think about room temperature in Arizona.
Yeah,
okay.
it's hot.
It's hot, and red wine should be refreshing. It should, hit your mouth and feel a little cool.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
And like I said, refreshing. And if you think of room temperature back, in the 1700s with walls this thick.
We're in a dungeon.
We're in a dungeon.
That's different.
And
room
that's good room temperature.
Yes, that's what you want.
And I recommend to your viewership to put say a room temperature red in the refrigerator, say 15, 20 minutes before they're going to open it, and I think it's a good idea.
I thought I was never supposed to do that, and it was tacky. So thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
Okay, but look, you're swirling, and you're looking, ooh, you're doing that good. Wow. Do that again, but don't spill.
No, I won't spill.
That was good.
Yeah, and then we just...
I heard Christopher George spills every time he does that.
Yeah, actually he does, yes.
That's got a nice nose.
Doesn't it?
You know what I mean? I don't, but this does.
Yes.
What else are you liking for spring?
Well, I'm focusing on Spain this morning. Spain is a real value in the wine world right now. So I picked this sparkling wine. It's a cava. It's from... See, cava.
Get out the pointer.
There. Get out the pointer.
Okay.
All right. And it's an incredible value. The grape is called Trepat, which I've never really heard of. Okay. Trepat. But this is about, say, $12 retail. It's a
the whole bottle?
I don't know how they do it. It's we pour it by the glass, have for years. It gets great reviews, great scores.
And if I can use your pointer,
yeah, go ahead.
Because I've always wanted to do this. When you're having this, great value from Spain, what did you call the grape?
Trepat.
The Trepat. And then that pairs well with your charcuterie items over here. Your almonds, your cheese, right? It cuts through the acidity.
Exactly. Wow. Okay.
I was hoping that was right. I was just kind of talking.
I can walk off the set right now.
Your cheese. So listen,
plus the activity of the sparkling wine too cuts through that also.
Okay.
Got it.
That's right. Yes. Thank you for showing us all of these spring wines. You have made me want to come out and hang at the living room. Right?
Thank you. Thanks.
DC Ranch.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Teresa.
Do you need a reservation? Or you just come in?
No. Just come on down.
Soft seating.
Yep.
Thank you so much. We're going to put the information on our website and let people know about these affordable spring wines. CW7AZ.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teresa.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Emmanuel Campus of Care.
The wave of seniors becoming of age is called the silver tsunami, and one of the biggest stressors is affordable senior living. Well, Emmanuel Campus of Care is a nonprofit organization committed to meeting these demands since 1998. Joining me is David Salgado to tell us about their senior living community. How are you?
Pretty good, Brad. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You're right. The baby boomers coming of age is called the silver tsunami. Now, I didn't name it, but I respect it, right?
Yeah.
And their biggest stressor is living options, affordability. And so that's where Emmanuel really shines.
Yeah.
We have independent living. Let me give you some options, if I may.
Okay.
So independent living, get your own one-bedroom apartment, utilities, cable, Wi-Fi, housekeeping, transportation, safety phone calls, unlimited nap taking, for $1,185
wow.
a month.
That's so amazing because that is right there where everyone is, as you said, stressing about where they're going to live, how they're going to do it, and especially those who have been taking care of their parents in a way. And we know that, we hear the prices on apartments, everything like that. That's not even including, the Wi-Fi and care and anything. But you guys have all that in one community for people because it helps them take that stress off so they can live a little longer and have a great time.
That's exactly. And then we also have our assisted living, which again, your own apartment, no sharing of spaces for $3,000. That sounds like a lot, but that we don't charge for move-in fees, no community fees, and that includes all your levels of care. So whether your loved one just needs medication management or full hands-on care, it's one price, the same price every month.
That is so important there, especially as you're starting to put a budget together and starting to work with things. I mean, that is such a relief in a great way. But that's not all you guys do. You guys have a lot more going on in this community, don't you?
You're right. I really want to tell you about our Wandering Dementia Unit, which is a small, self-contained community with large outdoor spaces, so safe for residents to roam around, get some sunlight, fresh air, enjoy the landscaping, where their family and their friends can rest assured that they're going to be safe in our contained community there. And with 24/7 caregivers, all their needs are met. And we have a resident council, resident coordinator that does activities specifically for memory care.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so important there. Let's talk about how you guys are also making sure families understand about the facility that their loved one's going into, because they get kind of worried. But you sit down and you talk with people, you guide them through the whole situation.
Yeah, and that's what really makes Emmanuel ideal for family members, adult children of these family members, is when you come to Emmanuel, regardless of where your loved one's in their stage of health, we have a living option for them, whether it's our independent living assisted, our memory care, and we also have a skilled nursing facility for long-term care residents, or folks that had a fall, gave us a call, they came in, got some rehab, and returned to their own home. So we really all have it on one campus. It takes a lot of the stressors out from the adult children, and our residents reduces their anxiety if something were to happen to them.
Yeah, let's talk about communicating with families too, because we know that a lot of adult children live maybe out of state. But mom and dad don't want to go there and move, and that's where you guys make sure they do stay connected and knowing what's going on.
Absolutely. We have a wonderful social services department. Our executive directors, administrators, we're really focused on keeping residents connected.
Yeah, that's so important right there. It's incredible. Okay, where can people find more information about Emmanuel?
Yeah, EmmanuelCares.com is our website. We also have our Instagram, Emmanuel Cares, our Facebook, and then they can call us at 623-977-8373.
I like it.
We're always there.
I like it, David. Thanks very much. And so you want more information, you also can head over to the CW7AZ.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Emmanuel Campus of Care. CW7 Arizona invites you to be our guest. Get 50% off on some of the best must-try food and drink establishments in the area. Scan the QR code on your screen right now and get ready to save.
On tomorrow's show, we will be live from Findlay Toyota Center up in Prescott Valley for the professional bull riding show. I'll be there. I cannot wait for that. And we'll take a ride on the Arizona Party Bike and show their new stops at the best pool parties in town. Plus, we'll see what Wally's driving in this week's Wally's Weekend Drive. Thanks for hanging out with us today. For more information, go to CW7AZ.com. See you tomorrow.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Chase, Gerber Injury Law, Emmanuel Campus of Care, and Mesa Chamber of Commerce, News Point Academy.